Right, good morning. As you can see, we're on the riverbank again. Salmon fishing rod in hand. I was supposed to have come last week, but I hurt my back. Didn't fancy standing all day in the river, wafting a double-handed rod around with a bad back. Very misty, drizzly, overcast sort of day. Which I believe in theory should make it a better day for fishing. Well, we'll see. It's 8 degrees, it's not particularly warm. We've had a little bit of rain, but the river's only sat at 7 inches. It's actually lower than it was when I fished it last time. So we'll see what happens. Well, that's the weapon of choice. It is a bit low. I brought the single-handed rod as well, so we'll fish it for a couple of hours. It's supposed to brighten up. Maybe have a go for a trout later if we can't find a salmon. I've had a few casts. Not seen any sign of any fish. Not salmon, not trout, not anything. Although the water's a bit on the low side, it's moving nicely along that far bank. There weren't many fish reported out in the main river. None at all out of this tributary. It fished well last week, but it had a bit more water on it. Sod's law, I was wounded and couldn't fish. I've only ever had one proper springer, so it won't come as a great surprise if I end up having to wait until the grouse arrive next month. In fact, more likely June rather than May. We're not quite into May yet. A little bit deep here. Oh, bottom of my coat wet. It's a nice little river for wading though. It's not a difficult river. For an old fella like me, it's perfect. Which is why I joined the club. Apparently I'm on one of the red hot taking spots, but we'll see. There's a rock out there. It's just swung round behind it. I've got the gentlest of pulls on the line. And was that a trout or was that a salmon? Or did it just catch on the bottom on a stone? It's not done it before. Confidence just went up a tiny little bit. Well, garlic. Not so keen on the leaves, but the flowers are quite nice. There's some already opened out. Normally you get the buds just before they're open. You can have them with a sandwich or in a salad apparently. A bit shallower here, but it just dropped down into a bit of a rocky pool further down. You've got quite a long stretch of shallow water from where I was just fishing. And you've got this is like a little resting hole, I think. And then it's shallow again behind me. I've hooked salmon in the past in quite shallow water. Granted, they were grills, not springers, but it's surprising where they might rest up just overnight. Or should I say in the day and then run in the night. This bit here, look, where the beavers drop into the river, where they clamber in and out. And if we go a little bit further along the bank, that deep hole going down there, that's a beaver's lodge. They don't build them out of bits of wood up here on the river banks. They just dig tunnels. You have to be careful. You fall down there, you break your leg, or get your toes chewed. I don't know whether they sort of pick it up. We're having lunch. And they're absolutely surrounded by sand martins. Now this bank's very low. They're not trying to nest in it. This is obviously just a good feeding spot. There must be close to 100 of them there, I bet. No fish though. They've been sharpening the teeth. Looks reasonably fresh as well. There's a couple of 3 trees that have been chewing at. They've had the bark off the bottom of that one. There's not enough trees here to sustain beaver for any length of time. They're going to run out of food. And apart from hooking a few rocks, which tells me at least I'm fishing deep enough, nothing again. There's a trout fisherman further down from me. He's had some small trout and one reasonable sized grayling. I think if we have no rain, I'm coming next week, or maybe even later this week, I think we'll leave the double-handed rod in the car until we get some water. Apart from something about the size of a minnow, I've not seen any fish move in the river whatsoever. Kind of thought with it being overcast I might have had a better chance of getting a pole, but not even the trout want to fly. And the excitement for the day has been seeing a couple of road here and finding all this damage done by the beavers. They do say with salmon fishing, it's not how many fish you catch per trip, but how many trips you have to make to catch a fish. They tell me they're an endangered species. Don't think they're in any danger from me. I can't catch one. Right, I'll sign off now. I'll have a few more casts. Unless we hook anything, I'll catch you in the next video. So if you want to subscribe or give us a like, that'd be really nice. Give me a bit of encouragement. Catch you later, bye.